March 21st is known as America's Legal Killing Day. However, just 10 months earlier, America was still the land of hope for countless immigrants. A couple from Mexico, desperate for a better life, entered the United States through illegal means. But they never expected that their nightmare was about to begin. The husband, John, found a job working on a farm. With his hard work and outstanding performance, he quickly earned the owner's trust. His wife, Adela, also built a new life for herself. She became a supervisor at a food processing factory. Her boss valued her abilities greatly. Everything seemed to be moving in a better direction. The couple believed this peaceful life would last forever, but the annual purge day would completely change their fate. That morning, John arrived at the farm as usual, and because of the special day, the owner gave every employee an extra overtime bonus. But John had no idea this small gesture would become the beginning of a disaster. At this moment, only 1 hour remained until the purge began. People started locking their doors. The once lively streets quickly became completely silent. Those with money and resources chose to hide inside their homes. Using advanced security systems, they waited for the night to pass. Even the farm's barns and stables were heavily protected. But those without the ability to defend themselves had no choice but to form groups and survive together. John and Adela also left their shelter, waiting for the bus that would pick them up. Everyone on that bus was just like them, poor people with no way to protect themselves. They were taken to a reinforced warehouse that had been abandoned for years. Inside, a group of armed guards was waiting for them. As long as they paid a protection fee, the guards would keep them alive through the night. For ordinary people like John, this was their only chance to survive until morning. Just then, the familiar announcement played again. The purge had officially begun. From this moment on, people were free to commit crimes without any restrictions. Gunshots echoed through the darkness. Hearing the chaos outside, John suddenly began missing Mexico. It was ironic. They came to America because they wanted a better life. But now America had become even more dangerous than the place they left behind. Meanwhile, the farm remained strangely peaceful. The chaos outside seemed completely unrelated to them. Only Dylan stayed alert. He walked into the storage area, checking the situation carefully. He prepared to choose a weapon to protect his family, but his pregnant wife suddenly appeared. The unexpected moment caught Dylan completely off guard. Outside on the streets, the violence continued spreading. Perhaps because people had been suppressed for too long, this year's purge became even more brutal. Through an 8-times scope, Adela spotted a man trapped inside a vehicle. She instinctively wanted to save him, but the guards stopped her. There were too many enemies. If a fight broke out, everyone inside the warehouse would be caught in the crossfire. After hearing their warning, Adela could only watch as the truck drove away. The gunfire never stopped. The terrifying sounds continued until sunrise. For everyone hiding that night, every second felt like torture. Finally, the alarm sounded. Everyone's tense nerves were finally able to relax. Looking at the destroyed streets, people remembered the chaos that happened overnight. Thankfully, it was finally over. But nobody realized the real disaster had only just begun. The next morning, Adela arrived at the factory on time, but she was shocked to discover half of the employees had not shown up. Obviously, those people would never return again. At the same time, Dylan shut down all security systems. The next second, a terrifying face suddenly appeared. The entire family was captured instantly. They were a group of masked killers. But what Caleb never expected was that their leader was actually Jack, one of the farm employees. Jack used the overtime money from the previous day to buy weapons. His goal was revenge against people like Caleb. He hated the wealthy. He was jealous that Dylan was born into a rich family, while he himself was just a poor man with no money or connections. He wanted to take control of the farm. He wanted to go from an employee to the new owner. Caleb tried to stop him, but he only received a cold bullet in return. At that exact moment, John witnessed everything. He attacked Jack from behind. The sudden strike caught Jack completely off guard, and the real chaos was about to begin.